Hello, everybody. I'm Venturing, and this is Dr. Ratio. Just want to say hello to you guys and welcome. Want to show you the previews that are coming up very soon. So please enjoy the new 2025 songs that are coming up, and I'm looking forward enjoying them with you.
We felt no pain, my friends by my side, oh what a thrill. With every move I know we can kill. Chasing starlight, I always say luck favors the bold. Jump aboard, let the story unfold. The stars align, the wheel spins fast. A leap of faith, make the moment last.
Display. Oops, did that hurt? Falling feels divine. The game is on, so the moment is mine. What's your wager, my friend? A laugh or a spin? You're either in or...
Keys obey, each note a prayer, guiding my way. Faith and doubt collide like storm and fire. Chasing redemption, my one desire. Sanctuary's calling, but the doors are chained.
Break through, my will's intact. Rapping with fire, leaving foes off track. Colors explode when I hit that stage. Every rhyme's a weapon, every line's a page. My crew's in formation, no fear, no retreat. Together we conquer, turn loss into beats. Evil can't hide, I'm the voice of the fight. Savage heart, steady soul, always aiming for right. Under a restless sky, we carved our names in stone. You said we'll...
All right. And I am here. Hello, everybody. This is your friendly neighbor, Lisa Foxy, and I'm dressed as Evelyn today from Zenless Zone Zero. And hello, Haven Cafe. I see you guys with the hearts showing some love. Are you guys excited for today's episode? I hope you are. And to those who happen to may have just showed up or may have missed the live stream, that's okay. There's no problem with that. Um, Basically, I am just pretty excited to continue on the story uh with what was it, Trigger. So we're gonna get through that. It might be a very longer episode in here today, so please be prepared for that. And we're gonna have a good time. So yeah. But hopefully you guys love my shades. You love my shades. It looks pretty awesome. I love my shades. Anyways. But anyways, we're gonna go, of course, and we will jump into this wonderful, wonderful episode today. I'm sorry if you guys don't hear any music yet in here, so we are gonna do that. We're gonna get that back. But hopefully you guys are all comfy. Make sure you grab your popcorn because this may extend a little bit more than just an hour today because we do have to get through it. And I only have like I don't know how many days left again on here, but we But I do have a few days. Let me go ahead and get the little music back for you guys. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm pretty sure it won't be. But yeah. So let me see where we gotta go. So we still got the Bang Boo thing to deal with, and of course I am planning to get far also in the tower. You guys do not know it yet, but I have been kind of climbing a little bit, but you will see more, I promise. And I will be sure to do more of that in the live stream so you guys can see it, of me climbing. My goal is to get, for both towers, up to 300s, and without having like an E1 or any of that. I just want to just farm up to the top as much as I can, because I've heard that the last person on stream, or the record is that they made it up high. But anyway, so and I mean high, like up in the 200 something, or I think that was their last number. I have to go check again. But we're gonna continue on. And I did get lucky with Trigger. I did level her up. And I apologize in case if I don't see your message yet. It is will be delayed for my reaction for you guys. Hello, Cash Bear Mama. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so, invitation. Next story. So,
Did you call me? Meow.
do I want to... Actually, I want to bring...
Looking for intel? Or hiring me for a payment received? Let's get to work.
I don't know if I really want to... Should put her last, because honestly... You know what, let's do this. Wait.
My loyalty lies with the winner.
I really want to bring my girl with me. I'm so excited that I almost forget where all the characters
Number
are.
0. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. And then there's Evelyn. I'm so happy with that. So I got Ambi.
Take a deep breath. I'm curious to see the audience's reaction.
Here we go. So I just want those two together. Really. Truly. Yeah, thank you so much for the hearts. Much love to you too. Alright, let's get into the zone.
Here. Is this a communicator?
Foxy, look at this. A communicator left right at the Hollow's entrance.
This music. I love Zenless Zone Zero's music, man. This game is just everything to me. Okay, so why would there be a communicator here?
Why is there a communicator here? It doesn't look like it was left behind randomly.
There's hardly any dust on its surface, which means it was only placed here recently. It looks like someone wants us to use it.
Ah, such decisiveness. Following random location info without even thinking twice. I'm glad, Sniper of Liar Squad.
Liar Squad. Who are you?
Who are you? And the Sniper of Liar Squad. Are you talking about Charon?
Sniper. Or should I say Charon now? Haven't you shared your past with our dear Foxy? If introductions aren't your strong suit, I'd be happy to show you how. You can call me Grim Vulture, the one behind this string of murders. You see, I've been working my way down a list, crossing off names. And now, Charon of Liar Squad, your name is next.
Big talk.
Looks like you've done your homework on me. Just because my presence interfered with your plan, you've decided to take me out for good?
I thought you were just going to be another obstacle in my way. And now, with you in my sights, this must be some kind of destiny.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'm looking for someone. Given that you're waiting at the hollow entrance they shared, I'm guessing you have them. If you hand them over, perhaps we can make a deal.
Well, okay. Karen suddenly dodges to the side and raises her gun and fires, using her body to shield Eos. In the next instant, a bullet flies past her and hits the ground. Her shot flew into the distance, and there's only one thing that's for certain. It hit Grim Vulture. It's a little tongue twister.
So your version of making a deal is stalling for time to locate me and lining up your shot? Can't say I'm surprised. After all, that's exactly what I plan to do too. You seem to have rather unique eyes, but you'll never get the chance to hit me. After all, no one's better at counter-sniping than me.
Seems talking won't resolve this, but I'm not averse to using force.
Now that's the spirit! If you're looking for someone, why not search the hollow for clues? Providing you can survive both my attacks and those of the ethereals, of course. Oh, and I've prepared a little gift for all your trouble. I hope you still have that determined look on your face after seeing it.
Wow. All that talk. What if you get surprised, huh? Oh.
Watch out for Grim Vulture taking shots from afar.
Oh! Okay.
Is there nothing we can do?
Alright, so we got a sniper sniping us. And I see you guys with the hearts. Thank you for those hearts.
I found a box. Something feels off about it.
I want to know who the sniper is. Okay. A rather creepy box that is giving off an unsettling stench. You have a bad feeling that opening it would be asking for trouble. You glance at Sharon beside you, who has fallen silent clearly, and she's having the same feeling. Right now, she's hesitating about whether to open this box. Sharon, wait, don't open it! Sharon opens the box anyway. A blood-stained, tattered military cap, carelessly crumpled and stuffed in the corner of the box. Though the owner's identity remains unknown, the message it conveys can only mean one thing. Doom! I'm kidding. Don't touch what's inside the box. Sharon reaches out and picks up the military cap from the box, her fingers tracing its shape. Her lips tremble. I'm okay, Proxy. It seems... if my sense of touch isn't deceiving me, this appears to be the outfit my former teammate wore of a replica of it. So this is the surprise. Grim Vulture mentioned, I see now. Let's keep moving, Proxy. Okay. Sharon goes silent. Yet, as she chambers another round, you can sense her hands trembling slightly, while her grip grows even stronger.
You still remember what's inside the box, right? Your loyal teammate's cap. The one Styx always wore.
Oh, what a jerk. Oh, okay. He's still sniping.
He took his own life. It wasn't much different from being off by theories. taken over his body. Even Sniper.
Oh, I'm so used to
His core was almost fully formed.
Another high-pressure ether tank. And a lot of ethereals have already been drawn to it.
Okay. Ooh, that one's a far one. Alright. There we go.
We did it, Proxy. Let's keep moving. I want to catch
still
that
got it.
murderer as soon as possible.
Okay. The second box emanates an ominous aura. That unsettling stench seems to warn you that its contents, just like the previous box, will give you an absolutely wrenched experience. Sharon's breathing grows heavy, and she stands still for several seconds and seemingly trying to control her emotional turmoil. Sharon, don't push yourself. Sharon, don't push yourself. It's not good. Finally, she opens the box. A pair of blood-stained, tattered military gloves lie twisted in the center of the box, and it's clear that whoever placed them here hadn't just tossed them in carelessly. They have been deliberately arranged with meticulously intent. Sharon picks up the gloves, and once again, feeling their contour, the icy touch, her lips turn pale. Just as I thought, these are from one of my squad mates too. Sharon. Let's keep moving, Foxy. Following the route should lead us to Grim Vulture's hideout. I'm fine. Sharon picks up her weapon again, but there's an unmistakable tremor of unease in her voice. Well, she's pretty much dead.
Favorite gloves. It wasn't easy getting my hands on them.
Wherever the
As
sniper
expected
is.
of such a famous, beautiful commander, even her gloves are stylish.
She's up there. You can't hide from me, sniper.
Such a pretty.
I need to pay attention.
And her hands were missing. Don't you think that's a shame, little sniper?
Hit the core.
It's beautiful hands.
Oh, there's another one. Great.
Cereals gnawed off her arm and part of her leg as well.
Loyalty.
She still has the backbone. She's so tall. It's just as I said. She died from multiple fatal wounds. Even the most beautiful flower will wither without protection, won't it? Do you think I'm telling the truth or a lie this time?
Take the shot. Attacking. How long do you intend to keep up this game of cat and mouse? Down static. I'll be coming to your hideout soon. Wipe that smile off your face and wait. Wait and see what I'm going to do.
Oop. You ticked her off. There's still a third box. You grab Sharon's hand, trying to stop her from opening it, but she lifts the box lid almost mechanically. The third box contained blood-stained corners of clothing and severely damaged pieces of engineering equipment, also stained with blood. Sharon picks them up, her trembling fingers feeling their shapes, and she doesn't speak. Neither about the plans for pursuing Grim Vulture, nor about which of her companions these items belong to. Until the communicator in our hand rings again with Grim Vulture's voice.
Congratulations! You found found the third box. Inside is... Who was it again? Oh, right. A piece of bloody fabric, some Cocytus's clothes, and some damaged engineering gear stained with Leafy's blood. There weren't enough boxes, so I had to cram them together. They're just a medic and an engineer. Not exactly combat material, right? Surely you're not mad, are you?
Sharon's face turned deathly pale, and she silently picks up the bloodied items from the box, her spirit visibly shaken by the weight of these ominous relics. Hey, Mist. Hi. I could have used my other hand just to wave at you. My other hand's on the mouth. All right. How do you intend to torment her? You know what? Enough.
That's enough. Using her squad mates who are like family to mentally torture her. How much longer are you planning on doing this?
Miss, I thought I made you a admin. There we go. Alright. That's enough, Wise. Using her squad mates who are like family to mentally... yeah, he already said that. My bad.
Oh dear. Did I go too far? My sincerest apologies. It's just watching you plunge headfirst into my trap was so entertaining. I may have gotten a bit carried away, you know? Relax. The person you're looking for isn't here, and those are just fakes. I didn't actually take them from her comrades. Her comrades are long since corpses in the hollow, after all. How could I possibly have gotten hold of their clothes?
Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate that, miss. Let's see. Oh. Can I catch that? A surge of rage threatens to drown all thought, just as you are about to retort. A crisp gunshot rings out. Sharon's shot is clean and decisive, carrying an unmistakable intent to kill. But from the response on the other end of the communicator, it seems she missed her target.
A decisive strike to be sure. But as I've already said, your awareness, sight, and experience mean nothing in front of a more skilled sniper.
I didn't expect to kill you so easily. There was a subtle change in your ether fluctuations the moment I fired. That was all I needed. You knowing my past makes me feel sick. But after seeing that you're just a coward who feels fear from another's killing intent, it doesn't bother me as much anymore.
Coward, you say? How fascinating! You were little more than a hollow shell before. But now that you've bared your teeth, you've started looking somewhat respectable. I know your composure is nothing more than a facade. You've never truly faced the weight of your comrades' deaths, have you? I bet your mind is now filled with their dying screams.
You have no right to taunt her.
We both believe her squad is still alive. You can stop with the lies. Why are you so fixated on Charon? Just because she used to serve in the defense force? She has nothing to do with your target.
Nothing to do with it.
Oh, Charon.
Then why don't you go ask her about it? What surprises me more is you actually believe her teammates are still alive. Don't tell me she dragged you into all this danger without telling you anything.
Shut up.
If she won't tell you, I will. Those so-called alive squad mates of hers went missing during the fall of the old capital. I'm sure you know exactly what that means. When the old capital fell, countless Defense Force soldiers were either killed by ethereals or became them. The surviving soldiers, struggling to defend themselves, never had the opportunity to carry their comrades' bodies out of Hollow Zero. Obviously, her squad mates The members of Liar Squad were among the dead. But since their bodies were never found, she insists they're still alive. Even going as far as to deceive her own proxy. It's laughable.
I didn't lie to the proxy. They're alive. I have proof. Someone like you could never understand.
I could never understand? You think it's hard to understand your childish thought process? If you really have solid proof, why not tell me? Come on, let's hear it!
My eyes. I lost nearly 90% of my vision during the fall of the old capital. But in return, I gained the ability to see what others can't. Every second of every day for years, I've seen my squad mates. Not as fleeting shadows, but vivid and lifelike. They've never disappeared. They're alive, waiting for me to find them. Why else would I have been given these eyes?
That's your proof? Did you hear that? Proxy hiding in the bamboo. She spent years chasing after people who couldn't possibly exist, all because of some ghostly visions. You'd rather believe those visions of your teammates are real-time projections than accept that they're dead. What if I told you the way I described their deaths before was the absolute truth? Will you finally face reality? Or will you keep fooling yourself, believing in ghosts? I guess you'll keep deceiving yourself, because that's how you survive.
I'm not lying to myself. I really
want to find your squad mates who have been missing for years and were officially declared dead? You couldn't protect them when the old capital fell, and now you're just making up stories to fool yourself. To give yourself some so-called reason to go on, to latch on to any stupid excuse. You're just a selfish, naive coward who did nothing and couldn't do anything when your comrades were dying.
Sharon stands there, speechless. Grim Vulture's relentless verbal assault has clearly struck home. The little color that had briefly returned to her face drains away and leaving her visibly shaken, unable to muster a single word in rebuttal.
Giving up already? At least you've got a shred of dignity left. Nothing disgusts me more than a useless hypocrite. Enough of this. Time to die, coward.
Man, this person. Charon is not a coward.
Charon is not
Oh,
a coward.
Charon.
Someone who enters the hollows despite the condition of their eyes is anything but a coward. At the very least, she's far braver than a criminal like you, who hides in the shadows, enjoys torturing others, and is constantly in fear of being caught.
Proxy,
Your proxy sure has a way with words. I won't waste any more of my breath. Just die already.
Charon, let's escape it.
I've completed analysis of the surrounding fissures. Charon, snap out of it. We can use that fissure to escape.
Fissures? When did you... Still trying to play tricks.
With no hope of a counterattack, you practically drag Charon, turning to run towards the fissure that had escaped Grim Vulture. Notice just as the bullet is about to strike, you manage to escape through the fissure. Oh man. Charon. Like you care and run on Charon, like Charon. Okay. I like Sharon better. I like calling her Sharon. Anyways, you escaped from the hollow and returned to the video store, bringing along Charon, who's lost all the will to fight. She seems more traumatized than you imagine, repeatedly touching her eyes, silent and distant.
Charon? Do you want some hot cocoa? I'm sure you're exhausted after such a tough fight. You should get some rest.
thanks, but I'm fine.
Don't let Grim Vulture get to you.
Don't listen to Grim Vulture. They'd say anything to get under your skin. Once we start doubting the truth, we've fallen into their trap.
No, Proxy. I think Grim Vulture has a point. Maybe it's all just in my head. The things Grim Vulture left. When I touched them, I was reminded of the day the old capital fell. I felt the same sensation when I touched an injured comrade. I tried to shake off that feeling, but the truth is, I can't stop thinking about the possibility that all my squad mates are dead.
Would you be willing to share more? What really happened on the day the old capital fell with you and the Liar Squad?
That day, in the first hour Hollow Zero started expanding. Defense Force HQ thought it was just a normal Hollow disaster, and thought they could suppress it with the standard amount of troops. Liar Squad was among the first troops sent there. Before we left, our superiors promised reinforcements would be on the way to support us in combat, so we didn't need to worry too much about facing the Ethereals. But soon after we began the mission, we realized things weren't going to go like we thought. The Ethereals came at us like an endless tide. The Hollow expanded beyond control, and more importantly, the reinforcements never came. The Defense Force troops outside the Hollow soon realized this was no ordinary disaster. Hollow Zero was devouring Eridu at horrifying speed. The reinforcement plan was called off, and the promised troops retreated. Honestly, even if they had come to help, it wouldn't have changed anything. I watched as members of the advanced force around me died one after another, or were corrupted into ethereals. Our squad slowly lost the strength to maintain formation. I was a weak point in our formation. An ether shot fired by an ethereal hit my eyes, corrupting them. Because of that and several other wounds, I shortly lost consciousness. I'm not sure how long I was out, but just before losing my vision, I briefly regained consciousness. The last thing my eyes saw was my squad mate standing in front of me, looking back. When I woke up again, I was already back at base. The higher-ups detonated the Shiryu pillars, and finally managed to bring Hollow Zero under control. I don't know who rescued me from the Hollow, but none of my squad mates had made it out. For some reason, the image of my squad mates being the last thing I saw has stayed in my mind. It must be some kind of sign. A sign that they're still alive. Don't you think? They must have continued fighting after I fell unconscious, eventually getting lost in some hollow and losing contact with the main force, left to wander between the various hollows of New Eridu. That must have been what happened, right? The Defense Force? Civilians? No one believes me. So I decided to find them myself. The reason behind these eyes. It's got to be to guide me to finding them still alive. Am I wrong, Proxy? Are these eyes pointless? I knew that's what you thought. Interpreting what my eyes see as proof my squad mates are still alive is just wishful thinking. But if they're really gone, why would I have been given these eyes, which bring nothing but pain? If they're truly no longer alive, how can I apologize to them in person? Tell them I'm sorry. Sorry for being so weak. Sorry that I failed to protect them. Their faces are all so blurry. I can't see their expressions. I can't even bear to look at them. If their final look at me was filled with resentment and disappointment, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
Swipe your tears away.
Charon, listen to me. Even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, Belle and I will always stand by your resolve to find your squad mates. You don't need to make any justifications. Because someone close to us is missing too, and we desperately hope she's still alive. Even if the whole world doesn't understand, we will never give up. But I also think, being consumed by this obsession, unable to move forward, that's not what those who matter to us would want.
That's right. Charon, you're a very kind person. Maybe that's why you feel responsible for protecting everyone, and regret when you can't do enough. But you don't have to carry it all on your own.
We'll stick with you to the end.
Yeah, you can trust us to have your back. We're certain that Grim Vulture hasn't killed the client yet. As long as we have a lead, there's still hope, and we'll be your support. Your will and determination shouldn't be dismissed. No matter how things turn out, we'll stand by your side, and we'll face it together.
Proxy, thank you. I feel better now. At the very least, I want to keep investigating. I'm not just going to stop here.
Aww. With the tension easing, it's time to discuss the plan going forward. Just then, the phone rings.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour. Did you go investigate that new hollow? How's it going?
This guy.
Oh, never mind. The client just shared a new location with me on Knock Knock.
They're pretty eager, huh? Which hollow is it this time?
No, it's not a hollow. If I'm reading this right, this location is Scott Outpost.
Scott Outpost? Isn't that managed by the Defense Force and White Star Institute? What's Grim Vulture up to?
It's Remembrance Day. Don't you recall what Aaron said before? They're holding an event right now, and the place will be open to the public.
Let's see. So they are being lured into the hollow. Let's see, what's Grim Vulture?
So they're not trying to lure us into a hollow this time. What's the deal? Are they trying to taunt us?
Whether it's a provocation or a trap, I'm not missing any chance to face Grim Vulture. Proxy, will you go with me?
The official commencement of the Remembrance Day has been scheduled for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, meaning ordinary citizens still cannot freely enter Scott Outpost today. Under arrangement, Charon spent the night at the store the next morning. Wise will be heading to the outpost with Charon soon. Did you rest well last night? I slept well. That's great. After everything we've been through, I'm worried about you haven't had enough rest. Anyways, Charon is already waiting for you in the parking lot. I wonder how she's feeling now. Wise, please take good care of her when the time comes, okay? Leave it to me. Speaking of Zenless Zone Zero, there was a live stream with the new characters coming out. Hopefully you guys got to see it on Zenless Zone Zero, because oh my gosh, it's awesome. And then I've heard Xbox players will be joining as well. I am just so excited. I'm excited for the new characters. I'm definitely gonna get Hugo. There's no doubt about it. And his gear. All right. Good morning, Proxy. Did you sleep well last night? Yes, I did. Sorry, Proxy, for losing my composure in front of you yesterday. I think I've gotten my mood back in order now. Stare. It seems I can't hide it from you, Proxy. I'm sorry. I think I'm still struggling to process this sadness and ease, and I'm not sure where I should go from here. Let's find a way forward together. Yeah, you're right. Instead of continuing to suffer, it's better to reach out and grasp all the hope we can find around us. Maybe things will eventually change. Let's go, Proxy. Today we're attending Remembrance Day as ordinary citizens, so we can't carry any weapons. I suppose Grim Vulture wouldn't be foolish enough to make a move inside the military stronghold. Let's keep an eye out while we're there. I believe I should be able to find new clues. You arrive at Scott Outpost with Charon, and many citizens have come to Remembrance Day. They must be the relatives of those who gave their lives during the fall of the old capital. For some reason, after coming here, Charon has been acting a bit strange. Proxy, can we explore this place later? What's wrong? No, it's nothing. Stare. Alright, I'll say it. It seems like there are some familiar faces here. Wouldn't it be nice to meet them? I don't think I can face them. If I'm not mistaken, they should be the family members of my teammates. I don't know how I should face them. Try reaching out to them. I know, but I'll be there for you. Then it's a deal. I will go talk to them, Foxy. You don't have to say anything, just stay by my side and give me the courage to speak. So we'll start with this over here, with this person. Zita. Wait a moment. That eye cover, that blonde hair. Could you be my husband's sixth member? Teammate? Six. Are you Miss Sally's sixth wife? Yes. My daughter and I came to attend Remembrance Day. The last time I saw you was right after the fall of the old capital. I never expected to see you again here today. Your daughter, is that your daughter Zita? Mom, who is she? Zita, this is your dad's comrade from the Defense Force. Every time he went to the battlefield, she would be there to protect him. To protect him? Comrade? If that's so, why didn't you protect my... If that's so, why didn't you protect my dad during the fall of the old capital? Why did you let him die and make him unable to come back to me? Zita! I'm sorry, I couldn't protect him. I'm sorry. Don't listen to what Zita is saying. She doesn't understand. We've never blamed you. Please don't say that. Zita, you can't say such hurtful things. Apologize right now. Why should I apologize? She survived, but my dad isn't. That's the truth. If it weren't for her abandoning him, Dad could have come back safely. Enough. You don't know what happened back then. Miss Sally, I don't think she's wrong. Please don't think that way. I'll make sure to bring her to apologize to you later. I need to explain to her what really happened. I'm really sorry. Please don't let us keep you. Go on and explore Remembrance Day event for now. Please remember all your comrades, including my husband. My husband would want you to see the hope they left behind. Alright, Ethel. My son. Can you see me now? I'm doing well. My legs and feet are fine. I just miss you so much. Excuse me. Are you... Coyote's mother, Ethel? Oh, you are. Oh, I recognize you. I saw you once in the military camp after the fall of the old city. You're... I'm gonna try to... I think I said it, but Cactus... I'm sorry if I butchered it. Some of these names. These words. Teammates, one of the survivors. I've been wanting to get in touch with you over the years to see how you've been, but I never heard from you. I didn't expect the team... I didn't expect to meet you here at Remembrance Day. I guess this is fate. Miss Ethel, is your health still... I'm in good health. Fortunately, everything is fine, although I'm the only one left in the family. The pension from the government is enough, and I still have some years in me. I'm sorry, Coyotes, Child, you don't need to apologize. My son may appear carefree on the surface, but he's always felt so much pressure. One day he suddenly told me that he had found a companion who truly understood him. I believe he was talking about you. How could I possibly blame you? Someone who's helped my son. It's such a blessing. You are a kind-hearted person. Are alive and standing here today. I'm so glad. Miss Ethel, Child, don't worry about me. Since you're here for Remembrance Day, take your time and walk around and look around, and I hope you find something meaningful. Aww. And the last one here. Alan. Are you Alan Akron's brother? How did you know? Who are you? Wait, your eye cover. So you're Akron's sole surviving teammate. I remember you. We met once after the fall of the old capital. After that, I didn't hear anything about you again. I never expected to meet you here. This plush... It's Akron's favorite plushie. She always kept it in the most prominent spot in her room. I brought it along here as if bringing my sister's shadow to participate in Remembrance Day. I'm sorry, Mr. Allen. You don't need to apologize. I still remember one time when my sister came home, excitedly, telling me that a shy new girl had joined the squad. That girl didn't speak much, but she was beautiful in battle. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. To her, you were a presence that inspired admiration and desire not to fall behind. A beautiful soldier who gave her the drive to keep moving forward. You don't have to apologize to me. If my sister were here, she would surely say the same thing. Please don't mind me too much. The Defense Force has made a lot of preparations for Remembrance Day event. Please, take your time here. To your surprise, many relatives of deceased Lyra Squad members are here for the Remembrance Day event. Is this really, well, I forgot about the auto!
I'm sorry for being mean to you before. Mom told me you were protecting Dad until the very last moment before you passed out. I shouldn't have said you left him to die.
I'm really sorry. Zeta was really young when it happened, so she was too little to understand, and I haven't really talked about it. I hope she didn't upset you.
No, she was right. If only I'd been strong enough to take down most of the ethereals, maybe they wouldn't have ended up in that situation.
Oh, that's not fair. The old capital was falling. No single person's strength could ever be the deciding factor in the face of a disaster like that.
In spite of it all, you survived. If they were still here, I'm sure they'd see that as something to celebrate.
I've always known the truth. I failed to protect them. A weakling like me survived, and the rest of them disappeared without a trace. This isn't solace. It's the worst possible outcome. That's something I can't face. I've never had the courage to tell you I couldn't protect your loved ones. All I can do is wander New Eridu, hoping to find some trace of them. Even after all this time, I still haven't accomplished anything. I'm sorry.
You really don't know us at all. This isn't the worst possible outcome by any means. Styx, my husband, and all his comrades who lost their lives, each one of them left behind their own legacy. Just look all around you. Everyone standing before you is a legacy they protected that is carried on to this day. After my husband passed away, Zeta and I received survivor benefits. And with all the odd jobs I've been doing, we've managed to get to where we are today. Styx always wanted our daughter to study art, and Zeta's interested in it too. Now, that dream has become a reality. She just got accepted into the art school in Janus Quarter.
Mom and I have our tough days, but I often think of Dad's cheerful laughter, and that memory gives me the strength to keep pushing through. One day, it'll all pay off, just like it has now.
Thank you for always being by my husband's side, even at the very end.
Well, I suppose you must have heard about my condition from my son?
Ethel, Kakaitis used to tell me about you. He often took leave or skipped work to earn extra money by part-timing, or to care for you when you were sick in bed.
Yes, that's true, but I bet he never told you my illness became so bad that I needed major surgery, and he worked his tail off to raise the money. Who would have thought he would pass before me? I used the benefits from his death for the surgery, and that's the only reason I'm here today. In a way, his passing allowed my life to continue. Every time I think about it, I feel like I need to keep my body healthy and live a few more years. The sights I see, I believe he can sense them from somewhere far away. When I was too weak to take care of him, it was you and your comrades who stayed by his side. Thank you for everything that you've done for him.
As for me, well, I'm currently working as a fashion designer.
A fashion designer? Is that because of Acheron?
It is. I'm sure you remember how much she loved beautiful things. She was always into fashion, so I decided to become part of that world. That way, she can always be with me. I admit I had no idea how fun fashion design could be until I actually gave it a shot. I wish I'd figured that out sooner. We would have had so much more to talk about. Anyway, I'm planning to start my own fashion brand next year. She used to say that after retiring from the army, she wanted to pursue fashion design. I really want to carry on her dream. It feels like my life's purpose. You know, she used to talk about you when she came home for the holidays. How your rivalry pushed her to keep improving. So, thank you. I'm proud of my sister, and I'm proud of you, too.
As you can see, all of us have made it to this day, carrying the will of those we loved. So please don't say they left nothing behind. They've always been a part of every pain and joy we've experienced over the years. Please remember, everything and everyone in New Eridu is only here today because you all risked your lives in battle.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's been wonderful to hear about how you're all doing and to listen to these words. I'm so glad I decided to come here on Remembrance Day.
Speaking of which, I wasn't expecting to see any of you. What brings you here today?
I could ask you the same thing, Ethel. Last time I asked, you said you weren't coming. I only came because I suddenly got a DM from Nathan. He said he really wanted me to be here.
I'm here because of Nathan's message, too. He was pretty insistent, so I thought he'd be here. But I've been looking around for a while now. I still haven't seen him.
So it's the same for all of us. I responded to his message, but he never wrote back. Isn't that strange?
Sorry, but who's this Nathan you're talking about?
Nathan is Lethe's younger brother. Frankly, out of all of us, he's probably the one who wants to see you the most. He used to be part of the defense force himself, and...
The day the old capital fell, his squad was responsible for supporting the forces that had already entered the Hollow, which included all of you. He's told us that story so many times. When they saw how bad things were in that Hollow, some of the reinforcements called off their plans and pulled back. He tried to stop them, but there was nothing he could do.
He always blamed himself and wanted to find you to apologize. But the truth is, the reinforcements retreating was inevitable. Shortly after their retreat, headquarters issued the official order. We all lost someone in that disaster. And for a while, we resented the reinforcements for their decision. But Over time, we came to understand it, and we eventually let it go. There was no avoiding casualties in that battle. In hindsight, it wasn't wrong for headquarters to prioritize saving their strength.
May I ask what the name of Nathan's squad was when he was in the Defense Force?
The Impera squad of the Obsidian Division. Is something wrong?
Nothing. It's just... I think I might have stumbled upon the answer I was looking for.
Wow. After 4 family members paid their respects and left, they continued touring on Remembrance Day. Charon stood there in a daze, seemingly having understood something at the moment. A sound came from the open space in front of the outpost, and it seemed someone had stepped onto the podium, and the citizens all gathered in the podium preparing to listen to the person's speech. According to the schedule for Remembrance Day, it should be about time for a representative of a retired Defense Force veteran to give a speech, and it looks like the speech is about to begin. I feel a bit concerned, Foxy. Could we go over and listen to the speech for a moment? I understand why I know people were complaining about like how long the story is, but honestly, it's giving a lot of backstory, at least, about the character. It's just all about a bit of patience.
Is that Zoe on the podium?
Is she here to speak on behalf of the soldiers?
Is she here to speak on behalf of the soldiers? A decorated veteran. That seems fitting. But I don't see Jesse or Aaron around. Didn't they come?
Everyone please, quiet down. Zoe, of Nemesis Squad, a representative of the veterans, will now deliver the Remembrance Day speech.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to stand here and speak on behalf of all of the soldiers of the Defense Force. Today, we gather to commemorate Remembrance Day, a day born from the tragedy of the old capital's fall. Many of us lost relatives or friends in the disaster, and I am no exception. Every member of my squad perished in that battle, leaving me as the only survivor. Losing the friends you cherish to the Hollow is a pain that never fades. It's a sorrow that will stay with us, now and forever. However, to the families of the fallen soldiers, hold your heads high with pride for your loved ones who gave their lives. They fought to the very last moment when the old capital fell. Death isn't the end, nor dishonor. It is their eternal medal. They gave their lives facing an unstoppable disaster, exchanging their sacrifice for the world we have today. In doing so, they fulfilled their duties as soldiers to perfection. Without the blood they spilled, Eridu would not have endured, and new Eridu would never have risen from the ashes. In honor of the wishes of the departed, look ahead, people of New Eridu. Our thoughts and remembrance of those who passed will be carried in every flicker of candlelight and in every bouquet of flowers.
Okay, Zoe's speech is met with waves of prolonged applause. Yet, amidst the claps, she drops her head, her expression darkening, and she stays silent, waiting for the applause to fade before lifting her gaze and scanning the crowd. Her eyes pause briefly at Charon, carrying a chilling aura.
My speech was meant to end here, but since you all seem quite engaged, please allow me to share a little more.
Uh-oh.
The reason you all agree with what I've said is because it offers a way to step away from the pain. That's what the living do. They seek ways to ease the weight of others' deaths, so they can find a way to start over. This is the new Eridu of today. A huge disaster consumed the old capital, and the people who survived it keep saying things like, treasure the moment and start fresh to numb themselves, hoping to forget the nightmare. No one talks about the soldiers who gave their lives in Hollow Zero. No one asks why they had to die. The brave gave their lives battling the ethereal onslaught, while the weak survived. This is a new Eridu, built by weaklings. Its order founded upon their way of thinking. Your applause makes me realize you all accept this logic. Each of you had loved ones who sacrificed their lives in the fall of the old capital. And now, you're thankful that someone has encouraged you to move on from them. What meaning does the sacrifice of those who died have if you all choose to forget? Have you never thought about why your own loved ones had to die? And why no one is responsible for their deaths?
Miss Zoe, there's not much time left for your,
Open your eyes! I'm speaking to those who have lost loved ones! If death is the medal for the fallen, then pain is the cross the living must bear. If you fear its weight and run from the suffering, the soldiers will never find peace in their eternal rest. To tear the wound open once again, so you'll never forget the searing pain! That's the real meaning of Remembrance Day!
I don't agree.
Charon, I didn't expect you to be here for Remembrance Day. How are things going with your search? Seems like you have something to say.
Among the people standing here, there's a woman who raised her daughter with the survivor benefits left by her husband. Another who's been able to carry on with her life thanks to the final efforts of her child. And yet another who's found purpose because of the influence of his late sister. The will of the deceased lives on in every person here. The soldiers who died during the fall of the old capital fought for this. The future that their loved ones are making for themselves now. The old me might have agreed with what you said, but someone taught me that pain and hardship can lead to hope. They helped me see that hope could be inherited, not just destroyed when life fades. That's why I believe the departed didn't leave us wounded or with a heavy cross to bear, but with a melody. Each of us holds a harmonica that plays the melody of life. At first, it may sound awkward, but it will eventually flow smoothly, taking on our own style, until it merges with our soul.
You seem quite certain about what you're saying. Tell me then, what kind of melody is left behind by those we've lost?
I'm not sure. I can't picture the exact melody, but I trust the answer I've chosen. And I trust everything I've seen and heard.
A vague and insubstantial answer, isn't it? I was right about you, Charon. From the moment we met, I knew we'd never really understand each other.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Everyone, I apologize for taking up your time. My speech ends here. Please feel free to continue with your visit.
Wow. Zoes exit the venue without sparing a single glance back and leaving the audience and the defense force in a state of confusion. Charon looks thoughtfully in the direction she disappeared.
What do you think, Proxy?
Something's off.
Her demeanor and what she said earlier. Something was clearly off. I have a bad feeling.
You mean about her real identity, right? Looks like we're on the same page. Shielded by her identity as a decorated soldier, she seemed pretty confident that we wouldn't confront her directly on military ground like at the outpost. She arrived so brazenly and left without a care. If I'm right about this, she'll be trying to contact us again in no time.
Well, that was fast. Okay, just as she finishes her sentence, the phone rings again. Shepard appeared on the screen as you answer the video call, and he seemed panicked and anxious to speak, but the moment he sees that here in Scott's outpost, he swallows back the words and clears his throat instead.
Looks like you're a little busy, so I'll keep it short. The client just sent me a location via Knock Knock, along with a picture of several unconscious, tied-up individuals.
Sorry about the hiccup, guys. If there is a little lag hiccup, I apologize for that.
I'll send you the location shortly. It should be an entrance to the Hollow in Port Elpis. At this stage, I don't have any further requests. My only hope is that you'll proceed with caution.
A location with a picture of the hostages. Looks like Grim Vulture is losing patience and wants to put an end to all this.
What do you plan on doing?
Charon, what's your plan? No matter what you decide, I'll stay by your side till the end.
I've made up my mind.
Hopefully you guys got to
Proxy,
read that.
please accept my official commission. Help me venture into the depths of the Hollow to rescue the client and any other hostages. It's time to put an end to this.
I happened to look down and I was reading something.
It's up to me to stop Grim Vulture. Stop her from crushing everything in front of her with that heavy cross.
You leave the Remembrance Day event with Charon and return to the video store, and she cleans her firearm multiple times and keeps adjusting her breathing. The showdown is about to begin. Proxy, thank you for accompanying me this far in the upcoming battle. Grim Vulture has likely already set up the stage and filled the traps. We may need to brace ourselves for a tough fight. Do you have any strategy in mind, Charon? To be honest, there isn't a fully available strategy. But the opponent is a sniper and can keenly anticipate the timing and trajectory of each of my shots, dodging in advance. Entering the battlefield pre-prepared by such a formidable enemy alone, it's foreseeable that she will continuously occupy elevated sniper positions, relentlessly targeting us while we have very few opportunities to land a hit on her. Wouldn't that mean we'd be easy prey? Theoretically speaking, that's right. In a sniper duel, the one who fails to secure the best vantage point or expose their position is always the loser. But I believe there's still a chance. In our previous fight, I could sense the pride and impatience of Grim Vulture as a sniper, and I'm not sure where that impatience comes from. But that pride is definitely something we can turn against her. I believe she would never accept the idea of me surpassing her in sniping skills. If I can outmatch her at a critical moment, she will lose her composure. That will be the only instant she exposes a weakness. Proxy, this is the strategy I've chosen. Grim Vulture may indeed be the superior sniper, but I will surpass her and make the strategy succeed. To win this battle despite the overwhelming disadvantage, please entrust her back to me, Proxy. I need you as my companion to support me. You have to do the same then. Yes, I will. I will protect you. So please also provide me with your guidance. Alrighty.
I'll help you win. The lunch is on you.
Take a deep breath. I hear the stage calling my name. Dun, 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 dun.
Alright, so let's go with our team.
Charon, look! Another communicator.
Another communicator. It's a bad habit for a sniper to be so talkative.
Oh, really? I think it's rather good for my mental health to witness in real time how my target becomes desperate and gives up their struggle.
Do you really still need to disguise your voice? I thought you didn't want to hide anymore, Zoe.
You're right. Seems there's no need for secrecy anymore. I, Zoe, the sniper known as Grim Vulture of Nemesis Squad, send you my regards.
Zoe. No. Grim Vulture. You, like me, were one of the advanced troops deployed to suppress Hollow Zero right after the fall of the old capital, right? Noct, Cartes, and Impera Squad. So far, all the victims have been members of these squads. They were initially supposed to enter the Hollow to reinforce the advanced troops. Nemesis, your squad, lacking reinforcements, lost everyone except you in the fall of the old capital. You blamed their deaths on the absence of reinforcements and sought revenge on them. That's my conclusion. Just like me. The fall of the old capital left you entirely alone.
A sniper, the sole survivor, a mere pawn abandoned by the military. Don't you think we're very much alike? The Impera squad member, Nathan, the one you're searching for, he pleaded with me to let him go when I was about to kill him, saying he had to see you no matter what. That's how you caught my attention. I let him live to get all sorts of information on you. I was so curious about you that I even set a trap, disguising myself as a victim to get closer to you. It turned out we share the same story. We even got the same PTSD symptoms. After all these years, we still see images of our teammates before they die. It's impossible to erase them from our minds. It's just, you use ridiculous fantasies to numb yourself, chasing after illusions of your squad mates. While I can't afford to be as naive as you. One night, when I was overwhelmed with the unbearable images of my comrades' deaths, vomiting and crying, I finally realized the meaning behind their appearance before me. They were pleading with me, pleading for vengeance against those who abandoned us, begging me to destroy the repulsive, hypocritical new order of New Eridu. So, I carried on their will. I began kidnapping targets and sniping them in the Hollow, watching as they became corrupted and died in despair.
Do you really think this is what they'd want?
What else? Would they want me to be like you, playing at a game of finding my missing squad mates, accepting their deaths when I'm done playing, and then forgiving the very enemy who killed them? What a noble and virtuous gesture! Forgive on behalf of fallen comrades, coexist with New Eridu's order, and live peacefully among cowards. It's precisely because you and I are so similar that this hypocritical and cruel attitude makes it even harder for me to forgive you. After our first conversation, I was certain I must end your life myself to prove I'm right.
That's exactly what I wanted to say to you, too. Because we've suffered the same hardships, I can't accept the path of destruction you've chosen. Jesse, Aaron, Nathan, the client I've been searching for, and any other targets of revenge you've set your sights on. They all feel regret and struggle over the choices they made back then. But you can't see any of that. You didn't target the higher-ups who misjudged the situation, the dangerous ethereals who killed your comrades, or the ones responsible for the fall of the old capital. Instead, you went after the easiest targets. Grim Vulture, as a sniper of the Eridu Defense Force, you have failed in your duty. To preserve the will and hope left by my comrades, I'm going to put an end to your actions right here!
That suits me just fine. A sniper should let the gun do the talking. Make it to the deepest part of the Hollow alive, and I'll meet you with nothing but raw malice.
I'll talk.
Since you made it here, let me reward you with a few things you don't know. Noct, Cartus, Impura, and many other squads. Did you know the reinforcements that were meant to back us up ended up deciding to retreat? Relying on a show of hands to vote, isn't that ridiculous? Our lives were discarded in such an absurd way, like a kindergarten election for class monitor.
Jesse and Aaron, do you have them too? Or are they already?
You still care about them? Or should I say, it looks like I haven't made enough of a threat to your life if you still have the time to worry about them.
That's amazing. Don't hesitate. Recalibrating.
Why not leave their base an unsolved mystery?
The wind and rain are picking up.
This extreme weather is perfect for sending you to your grave. No one will hear your twisted songs as you die. By the time the rain stops, the only thing left will be your cold corpse. You made it. This part of the hollow is the wine zone. Ah! Such determination deserves praise! Now, time for the final showdown, Secret.
My bullets are one with the wind. Adjusting for wind.
What sniper ever confront their enemy head on?
This is your requiem.
I've prepared a little gift for you.
Little gift, huh?
The real failure as a sniper is the one who's been forced into a corner, like you!
The wind. It's shifting.
I won't fall for your distractions so easily.
What? I will surpass you with my own melody of victory. And let the wind be the opening notes.
Nice.
Charon! No! Wake up! Charon! That's...
Nice. Saved. Alright, after the gunshot, the hollow falls silence once more, leaving only the countless biting, biting raindrops attempting over and over to wash away the scent of the blood that oozed from the wounds of the defeated, only to fail time and time again. The loser pays no attention to her mortal wounds, only staring at the distant horizon, as though salvation might be waiting there. Some time later, the victor has climbed the steel and stands in front of her. They share their last words, while the defeat still has the energy to converse.
Just you? Where's your friend, the Proxy?
The Proxy went to rescue the hostages. I want to speak with you alone. A sniper should always monitor the changes to their surroundings, factoring the environment into their tactics. Being blinded by the intent to kill and failing to take this into account was your downfall.
Didn't expect to be lectured by a youngster. What a disgrace. When my view was blocked, I realized you'd used the visual blind spot to reposition. So I adjusted my aim accordingly. But I still couldn't hit you.
Your prediction and accuracy were spot on. I was just saved once again by this. By both this harmonica, and by my former comrades.
Are you trying to say that this is destiny? That it's the will of my companions guarding me? I lost to the wave of ethereals, to the military's betrayal. And now I lose to your reckless actions, driven by some ridiculous fantasy. Your fantasy, your attitude, your very existence, and the outcome of this battle. They are the greatest denial and insult to my revenge.
Yet you're emitting a much calmer ether energy now. Almost as if you found relief.
My vision is fading. I can't see my comrades on the brink of death anymore. My wounds are fatal, but I don't feel any pain. Relief. It's not such a bad thing.
Did you intend for me to kill you from the start?
Let me answer that question with a story. The first time I saw you was actually during the fall of the old capital. My comrades were all dead, and the reinforcements the higher-ups promised before the mission never came. I can't even remember how long the fight went on. Ultimately, I had no choice but to retreat, failing to bring back my squad mates' bodies. I made my way through one battle line after another. The advanced troops were nearly wiped out. But when I reached a certain front, a small squad of survivors called out to me. Few people can still stand after such severe corruption and injury, but all 5 of them were still fighting. They were protecting a girl who had lost her sight and fallen unconscious while searching for a way out of the hollow. They told me they were beyond saving, and if I planned to retreat, I must take the girl with me. I couldn't turn down the last request of a group of heroic soldiers about to die in battle. Your comrades entrusted your life to me. I was the one who brought you out of the hollow. You already know what happened afterward. It didn't take long for you to leave the Defense Force after you came to. Just like me. I developed PTSD so intense that sometimes I couldn't even hold a normal conversation. But for me, the hardest blow was the death of my squad. To an orphan like me, they were family. If the reinforcements had kept their word and provided support, they wouldn't have died for nothing. Don't you ever have that thought?
To say I don't would be a lie. But I think deep down you know. From the moment we stepped into the hollow, there was no way we were getting saved. Given how quickly the hollow was spreading, and the ever-increasing number of ethereals, it would take the sacrifice of countless Defense Force troops to suppress it. It wasn't something that could have been accomplished in such a short time. The reinforcements would have only been a drop in the bucket. More sacrifices without results. Canceling the reinforcements, sending the advanced troops to rescue as many civilians as possible to minimize casualties. I think most commanders would have made the same decision.
Objective and cold logic. I understand it, of course. But when you see members of the reinforcements living happy lives years later, can you still keep your composure? I couldn't. Even if the chance was minuscule, I wanted my squad mates to survive. But they turned that chance to zero, and still have the nerve to embrace a peaceful future. I can't help but resent them. By the time I realized what I'd done, I had already taken several lives. Nathan. When I tied him up and was about to kill him, he begged me to spare him, saying he had something to give you, no matter what. That was when you re-entered my line of sight. I think I've said this before. We're very similar, yet we have completely opposite beliefs. After meeting you, I became even more certain. In the face of suffering, I chose destruction, while you were destined to choose to protect. But you're still entangled in your obsession with your squad mates. If this continues, you'll eventually sink into a void of despair. Your hope is like a bubble, ready to burst at any moment. The version of you I want to kill is the complete one, who can firmly reject my answer. If you haven't found your answer yet, then I'll be the one to push you forward. I kill you, or you end me. Either way works. But after seeing your growth, maybe I'd prefer you to step over my body. That's the final answer.
Why?
Emptiness and doubt. No matter how many targets of my revenge I took down, nothing changed. Aiming my gun at former comrades, drowning in hate and rage, all it left was a hollow emptiness. But you're different. You've gained unconditional trust from the proxy. You have the courage to fight through my trap. And eventually, you'll have a melody that's uniquely yours. My belief has faltered. I finally remember. My squad mates were fools, just like you. You're right. They would never want me to become this way. I talk about carrying their cross. But in truth, I never carried their will. So be it. Take the hostage and go. A villain stained with the blood of others deserves nothing but a miserable end. I'm looking forward to how long you'll be able to protect those in front of your eyes.
Wow. Heron doesn't leave. Instead, she kneels beside Grim Vulture and picks up the bullet mark harmonica and begins playing a melody titled Homecoming. The melody briefly takes over the roaring downpour, reaching the ears of Grim Vulture, and she lies bleeding out, barely clinging to life. A faint glimmer appears in her empty eyes in her final moments.
It can still be played after taking a bullet. Impressive.
This is my final melody to you. No matter how miserable you've become, I'll still remember you. Remember we once shared the same path in life. But in the end, our paths diverged. Your hatred has long twisted into sin. But if not for you, I wouldn't have learned how to hate, or found the true targets of my hatred. I used to know nothing. My teammates served as my teachers and taught me so much. And I think you must be my final teacher. You taught me, in the most intense way, what hatred truly means.
Really? So you found someone you want revenge against, too. That's good.
The melody of Homecoming plays on as the girl endures the agony of her ocular rejection, struggling to make the harmonic notes rise above the sound of the rain. As the last note fades amidst the relentless downpour, the defeated one takes her final breath. Wow. What a story. Like, really. You rescued the kidnapped people, leave the Hollow anonymously report things to public security, and update the Shepherd on the situation. The series of tasks that needs to be done after such an intense battle leaves you dizzy. After requesting to meet the client with Shepherd, you receive his message calling you to Port Elpis. Foxy, we have arrived at the port according to Shepherd. The client and the rescued Jesse and Aaron should all be here. Let's go talk to him. Is something bothering you? Well, Foxy, you notice, even though we defeated Grim Vulture, I still can't seem to let it go. Just as I thought, when the wind changed and the falling banner blocked her vision, she could have retreated, waited for her sight to clear, and then resumed sniping. If she had done that, I would have had no chance of winning. But her pride wouldn't allow her to take an action that implicitly admitted her tactics were inferior. She still chose to engage in a shootout with me despite the blind spot. Doesn't this just prove your strategy was successful? But after realizing that she actually wanted to die, I started to wonder, was my course of action something she deliberately led me into? I would find a way to break her trap and create an opportunity for a reversal, as she was waiting for that moment, ready to test whether I had truly surpassed her through a direction confrontation. I believe that was her intention. It must have been complicated. Foxy, you told me that Grim Vulture once appeared here at the port, standing by the trash can on a wooden pier, gazing out at the sea. What was she thinking back then, I wonder? Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Let's go meet the client together, and he's still alive and hasn't become another of Grim Vulture's victims. I suppose that's the best news we could have. Although I already understand that the client's true identity is not my teammate, and it may not bring the hope I long for, I still want to face him. Alright, let's go.
So you're the sniper from Liar Squad. It's nice to finally meet you.
And you must be the one who's been searching for me. Nathan, the younger brother of Lethe. It's good to see you safe and sound.
That's right. I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I nearly cost you your life, becoming a target of a victim from the fall of the old capital. Maybe that's what I get not helping my brother and the rest of the defense force back then. When the reinforcements decided to retreat, I spoke out against it. I had family among the soldiers already in the Hollow, but I didn't have the courage to take that step. The one that might have cost me my life. I'm sorry.
You don't need to feel regret or apologize. The outcome wasn't something you could have controlled. You cared deeply for Lethe, and even today you still think of him. To someone like him, who always cherished family, that's more than enough.
Thank you. I heard you've been searching for the members of Liar Squad all these years. I'm nothing compared to your determination. Thank you for everything you've done, but please stop the search. It's time for you to start living a life that's truly your own. I hate to say this as a family member, but back then, they were already...
I know. You don't need to say it. I've been drowning in a fantasy of my own making for years, but it's a fantasy that kept me from falling into the abyss. Nathan, Grim Vulture told me you have something you want to give me. Is that why you commissioned someone to find me?
Yes. After learning about the bond between you and your squad, I knew I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get this to you. so I got on my knees and begged Grim Vulture. Even playing this recording for her, hoping it would move her. Regardless of how things unfolded, what matters is that it wasn't destroyed, and I'm here, alive, to hand it to you.
Okay, so he runs through his pocket and it looks like he's giving now the tape. Discovered by Nathan, younger brother. This long sealed recorded sparked the series of events that would follow years have passed, and while the tape surface shows somewhere the audio within remains pristine as a crystal clear, as if it was recorded just yesterday. Okay, that's nice.
I found this while going through my brother's belongings. It's been tucked away for years. There's a recording on it, and I think it's a gift Liar Squad made for you, but never had the chance to give you.
Thank you so much. Do you mind if I listen to it now with the proxies?
I see with the hearts. Thank you. Thank you. With us, with the proxy.
With me and Belle? We're honored. I thought we were just here to collect the commission fee today.
Go ahead. As for the commission fee, I'll pay it to you both shortly, so don't worry about that.
Okay. Nathan takes a step back. Charon looks at you, her lips seemingly to tremble slightly, and you gently hold her hand, feeling the warmth and strength in her palm. She presses the play button.
Hey, hello? Alright, it's a recording. This is a message from Liar Squad for our little sniper. Everyone ready? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations on your 1000th day with Liar Squad!
Hey, you guys are totally out of sync. Captain, can we redo this? The anniversary gift has to be perfect.
That's our assault specialist, Acheron. She has a strong sense of aesthetics, prioritizing beauty in both combat and her daily life. She taught me a lot about makeup and fashion.
Oh, she won't care if we're a little off. Forget the re-record. Let's just get it done and order the cake. We don't want him to sell out.
That's our medic, Kakaitis. He's usually lazy and a bit of a smooth talker, but he's actually very capable and kind. He taught me a lot about unconventional negotiation tactics and ways of handling things.
You two, stop arguing during the recording. I've already ordered the cake. If you keep rambling, we really will have to re-record this. Cut the chatter already.
And that Styx, a reliable artillery specialist. He's the oldest in the squad. He loves sharing photos of his daughter and reminiscing about how he wooed his wife. The way he won her over inspired me a lot.
All right, let's all calm down. Wouldn't want to get on the captain's bad side. Captain, would you like to go first? We can edit or re-record whatever we need to.
That's our scout and engineer, Lethe. He's a bit self-conscious because of how his younger brother excels, and he's somewhat introverted. But he's actually very capable. He taught me sharp observation skills, calm execution under pressure, and how to make use of the environment.
Okay, thank you all for settling down before I completely lost my cool. It's fine. No need to cut anything or re-record. Let's just keep it as it is. Loud and messy, just like our Liar Squad.
That's our captain, who took me in and taught me how to play the harmonica. And the real Charon. I'll make sure to explain properly to you later, Proxy.
As you've heard, this recording is a little gift from the 5 of us. How time flies. When I brought you into the squad about 2.5 years ago, you were just a shy kid who blushed whenever you talked to someone. Over these 1,000 days, you've really worked hard to keep pace with our fighting rhythm. You've done incredibly well. In the last mission, your successful sniper kill of that high-risk ethereal really helped Acheron a lot. I hate to say it, but yeah, I went too far in last time. Thanks for getting me out of that mess. Just this once, I'll admit, your moves were more elegant in that fight.
And not just that fight. Ever since you became a quicker shot and learned to adjust for wind speeds on the fly, we've been taking fewer and fewer hits. Makes my job way easier. So, cheers.
You often worry about not doing enough. But in these 2.5 years,
You've absorbed everything I know about stealth, reconnaissance, and tactical countermeasures. Trust me, you'll become an incredibly skilled sniper.
Having you covering us from the rear makes every fight feel safer. But you still have a lot to learn about socializing and romance. When peace finally comes to Eridu, leave us and live your own life.
Where did that come from? She's not leaving us. Even if she retires, she'll move into my house and I'll spoil her with loads of beautiful clothes. We can talk about living alone in 10 or 20 years. Sorry, I got carried away. Anyway, you're talented and hardworking. Over these 1,000 days, you've opened your heart to us and even encouraged us in return. Having you as a comrade is a blessing for all 5 of us. But I have to say one thing. You're always so sensitive and kind. Every time you see us get hurt, you look like you're about to break. Has our squad motto, having each other's backs, become too much of a burden for you? I get how you feel. When your squad mates trust you with their backs, your first instinct is to protect them, right? But that's not the way it should be. No one can shoulder everything alone. Don't try to carry everything on your own. Choosing to fight on the battlefield is my resolve. Feel it. Share yours with me. And when it's your turn to watch my back, I'll give my all to honor it too.
Oh.
As long as you fight with all your strength, there's no such thing as failing to protect something, because your will and our will is preserved and carried on in other ways.
But don't let that weigh on you. Try to trust in us, just like we trust in you, no matter what.
I've struggled with that kind of thinking myself, but I eventually made my way through it. All this talk of camaraderie, of keeping each other safe, it's like a harmonica melody scoring our time together. Even when things change, our tune will go on, and that's enough.
Exactly. Honestly, I'm sometimes terrified. Afraid that someday, you'll blame yourself for failing to protect us and fall apart. That's why I wanted to record this message. Please, don't try to bear everything alone. Maybe you can start relying on us more, fully entrusting your vulnerable side to us. Our will has long been intertwined with yours. We're comrades. This is getting way too sentimental. It doesn't feel like me anymore. Anyway, we just want to see you trusting your comrades enough to share your burdens, even if it isn't us. Finally, we'd like to give you the song that's closest to us. If what we've said is hard to understand, just feel it through the music. Please, enjoy my masterpiece, Homecoming.
The old cassette plays a familiar tune. It sounds crisp and clear, as though it were recorded just yesterday. When the music fades, the tape goes silent. You turn to the woman who calls herself Charon as she desperately wipes away uncontrollable tears. And the harbor wind ruffles her hair, and then, at last, she lifts her head.
Proxy, do you remember? I was once terrified of seeing the look on their faces.
Of course. Can you see them clearly now?
Yes, crystal clear. As if I've returned to the exact moment of parting. So this is our last glance. This is the answer you wanted me to find. Thanks, guys. For everything.
After meeting with Nathan, you spend a long time with Charon at Port Elpis, letting the sea breeze wash over you, and you don't say a word because you both know it will soon be time to part ways. As the temperature begins to cool, you head back to 6th Street with her.
Proxies. No. Lies. Belle. I've troubled you two a lot these days with my personal affairs. Words can't describe what you've done for me.
No worries. Honestly, my brother and I have been a bit lost recently. Meeting you, though, well, it feels like we've known each other forever. Doesn't it, Wise?
We've learned a lot from you, too.
Yeah, We've learned a lot from you, too. If nothing else, spending time with you really cheered us up. Perhaps we've always shared the same resolve.
Yeah. When I was trapped in self-doubt, unable to get out, I'm glad you were there with me. You're right. We've already entrusted our backs to each other as comrades. And because of that, because we are comrades, please, hear me out. Maybe you've already noticed. I'm sorry, but I've been keeping something from you. Charon isn't actually my code name. As I mentioned before, Charon was my captain's code name. When I met both of you for the first time, I didn't want to tell you my code name, because I thought someone who couldn't protect their squad mates had no right to one. So I lied. Captain Charon was an orphan like me, with no family to mourn her. I've been using her code name because I may be the last person in the world who still remembers her. But I understand now. If I want to keep moving forward, I can't keep hiding behind a lie. My true code name is...
You don't have to tell me right now.
Charon, at the harbor, Nathan spoke to you privately. Was he offering you a chance to return to the Defense Force?
Yes. He said he still has a friend in the Defense Force who's currently forming a new squad. And if my goals align with theirs, I could consider joining them.
So, what's your decision? Where will you go next?
After everything that's happened, I think I do share the same goal as that friend of his and the new squad they're building. So I'll head back to the new Eridu Defense Force and keep chasing my new goal with a new team.
And your new goal is?
Your new goal... Is it to look further into the fall of the old capital?
Yes. My encounter with Grim Vulture has made me realize this should be the true form of my vengeance. I'll uncover the real culprits behind the old capital's fall and make them pay for their crimes. If the ferryman who leads me to the truth demands a price, I'm willing to wager my life. I have a gut feeling the masterminds will reveal themselves again soon. To protect the city my comrades cherished and sacrificed their lives for, I won't allow such a tragedy to happen again. By letting the will to protect guide my hatred, I now have a clear aim toward the truth.
That's exactly why we can't be completely honest with each other right now.
That's what I thought. If that's the case, then for now, we shouldn't learn your true code name, nor entrust our backs to one another.
Are you saying we're on opposite sides?
No. We might walk different paths, but those paths will lead us to the same destination. It's just that, for now, we can't say any more than that.
Right now, we're still very powerless.
To be honest, after facing an enemy as ruthless as Grim Vulture, we're reminded of our own powerlessness. Watching you fight back, almost losing your life to a bullet. That feeling. We're nowhere near strong enough to protect you. And we're not strong enough to open up about our pasts either. Sorry.
Without a second thought or hesitation, Charon takes a hold of each of your hands and brings them together at her chest.
If this is your slightly selfish principle, I'll respect it. You were once my proxies, and I'll keep this memory locked away as something I cherish. If, as you say, our destination is the same, then we should continue on our separate paths, striving to grow stronger. The next time we meet, I'll reveal my true codename. I hope we can become true comrades. I want your presence to forever remain in the melody of my life.
Deal.
Yes, it's a promise. We'll cross paths once again, Charon.
You watch the woman who calls herself Charon walks farther and farther away. A Defense Force soldier waits for her at the end of her path.
Hello. I'm the sniper from the former Liar Squad of the Chrysoberyl Division, recommended by Captain Nathan, originally of the new Eridu Defense Force's Obsidian Division, Impera Squad.
Ah, I heard about you from my superior. You're the one who dealt with the serial murders targeting the Defense Force, right? Well, the new Eridu Defense Force is ready to welcome you back. Let me confirm a few details before taking you to base. Which squad are you applying to join? And did you have a code name during your previous service?
I'm applying to join the Obsidian Division's Obel Squad. As for my code name, Trigger. I was Trigger of Liar Squad.
And there it is, the name Trigger. Everything has come to an end. Wise, do you think you'll ever see Charon again? For sure. I'm looking forward to it too. I really hope we can grow and get stronger and have greater power to face any crisis. When we reunite with her, then we have to. Her real name, code name. Great minds think alike. However, after hearing Charon and Grim Vulture's story, I can't help but feel a bit sad. They had the same fate, but in the end they walked completely different paths and became enemies. Wise, if hypothetically we also encounter enemies who once experienced the same fate, but now walk completely different paths with opposing goals forced to be enemies, what would you do? That's a good question. My peace side would definitely still say I would seek mutual understanding with them. That's just my peace side. It sounds just like something you would say. Wise, if that time ever comes, I'll join you in seeking understanding as well. We Phaethons should face everything together, right? After everything that's happened, I feel pretty exhausted. You must feel the same, right? Wise, how about we take a good rest first? The commissions from Shepard won't be easy as we've been having before, you know? Alright. Okay. Whoa, that was an entire chapter there. Okay. Because usually I'm used to seeing chapters like... Wait. Oh, wait. There we go. I was like you just open up the book and normally there's like, yeah, like that, but maybe it was there. I didn't even double check. Hold on, wait. No, it's just one single chapter in one book. Okay. Alright. Well, that was Trigger. I really enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys got to enjoy that too. So let's go see what this little event is. Because the event for you guys, if you're playing this, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have already did it, but, you know, it was 7 days for me, so I was like, okay, I better catch up on here. So yeah. And it looks like there's more missions with Trigger's thing, but we're gonna check out the Bang Boo event here. In that. Prepare for the charge. Destroy the evil wizard castle. Smash all the glass mirrors. Wait, smash what? Oh, it's you. I know you. Exactly, right? I am a store. You're an honest farmer bewitched by the evil wizard. Stay calm. I'll rescue you from the wizard's grasp. Just smash. I'm a manager. This is my shop. Such powerful magic. It can actually make farmers hallucinate and spontaneously guard the castle. No, I cannot back down. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. The most powerful knight errant. I will definitely rescue you. Prepare, charge. Wait. Oh no, my magic has been dispelled. You don't have to smash it. Like this? Is this how I'll rescue you? Do I not need to charge now? Yeah, that's right. Great. Well then, time for a repayment in novels. Rescued civilian willingly become a knight. Squire to express their gratitude. What kind of novel are you reading? Actually, I had a squire, but we got separated so you'll fill in as my new squire and accompany me to complete 10 great trials. Once I complete the 10 great trials, the king will let me meet the beautiful and gentle princess, and then we'll fall in love and have a grand wedding just like in the novel. I'm not playing your square, I still have a shop to run. You're reading too many e-novels. I guess the magic hasn't dissipated yet. What a powerful mage, charging forward now would harm innocent civilians. But what about my trial and my reward? The trial isn't too much trouble. I can do it. Oh lord. Okay, so I can do it. This Bangbu seems to have read some strange e-novels with no sign of its master nearby. Let's see what it's really up to. Reward is indeed an attractive word, but we just can't let it smash or other people's windows again. Really, you agree to accompany me? Then get ready quickly, my loyal squire. Let's be heroes together and charge forward towards 10 great trials. Okay, so what are the trials? Okay, did you fall asleep last night? Are you ready to embark on heroic adventures with me? Alright, let's see what that's about. Okay. Poor young lady is sacrificed to the sea god while those around her care only for their own peace. Bangbu fell into the water. We should fish it out. No need to call for help. I'm right here. This is my trial. A knight must fight against all injustice and protect the weak, no matter what. Even if the opponent is the ruthless, surging tide, and he must charge forward fearlessly into an icy water. You have a camera, right, my loyal squire? Really, turn the camera on and capture my heroic figure. Okie dokie. However, just as I picked up the camera, I heard a sudden splash. Uh-oh, well, they're, In the blink of an eye, the sea god received yet another offering. This heroic pose better not to take a picture. Knight, are you still alive? Two Bangbu floating side by side on the water surfaced peacefully, still as if they had drowned. I haven't fished them out. I let my guard down and I was prepared for a fight to the death, but I didn't expect seawater to be so gentle, comfortable, soft, warm. Once I dived in, I felt so sleepy. Where am I? I remember sleeping in the sea, so how did I wake up on the land? What kind of sleeping is that? That's not important. Beautiful princess. What matters is... Wait, did he just call me a beautiful princess? It just hit me. What matter is that I rescued you from the sea god's evil tentacles. But please do not fall for me, for I am but a knight errant, or... Oh wait, hold on. What? Who's the princess here? The Bangbu or the... Night princess, what's that? You're a good Bangbu, just don't ask so many questions. That's true, people don't need to know much. Just call for help loudly, and I will surely come to their aid, alright? One trial is done. We must continue on our adventure. Oh. Okay. Quick, over here. I'll save you all. What are you doing? Oh, my loyal squire. Your courage is no less than mine, daring to venture into the depths of Castera with me. Who is Castera? What? You didn't know about Castera? Still followed me in that's incredibly reckless. But, oh well, recklessness is a quality that comes close to courage. Castera is the most terrifying dragon in this world, and its body is as large as 5 castles, and when it stretches its tail, even the clouds in the sky can't cover it. Every day at sunrise, it flies out into its lair and devours 100 people, and then digs back into the ground for a long nap. This is why we came here, sneaking in while it's asleep, dive into the massive mouth, twists and turns, though its huge belly rescued all the villagers it has swallowed. These pink poos know these villagers are. I will rescue them all. This is such a great achievement. Quick, help me count how many villagers I have saved in total. Is it enough to reach 100? Okay. I don't know if these two count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Just 10? And what happened then? Still, there are 10 villager actual Bangu? Is that so? Never mind. This is quite an achievement already. We need to move fast, otherwise if Castor wakes up, it will fly to the volcano to rinse its mouth and then digest us all, just like in the novel. We're always talking about novels. Do you know that novels are fictional? Fictional, impossible. Novels are priceless, unaltered record of the great deeds of remarkable people. That's what my squire told me. I never said that. Not you, but my missing attendant. Her love for novels is just passionate as mine. Aren't you going to look for that squire? I'll leave her be. It's all part of fate and chance. I'm sure she's desperately searching for me right now. If she doesn't find me before the trials are done, that means fate has deprived her of the chance to uphold justice and seek well-deserved reward. Alright, we've completed another trial today. Oh my. Look, what's that? Statue. No. Don't be fooled by its cunning disguise. That's a real giant. The novel mentions that giants are brutal and greedy and they disguise themselves as harmless being and then suddenly strikes, snapping up captured cattle and sheep like little biscuits, breaking them in half and crunching away. Look, it's staying completely still, pretending to be a statue, just waiting for me to take up the bait. So you just don't take the bait. No, that won't do. Squire, a knight's eyes can tolerate no deception. Since this trial is conducted in Princess Ellen's name, one cannot do anything that would tarnish her honor. Who's Princess Ellen? Haven't I told you she's the princess I'll marry after completing the trial? Though we're perfect strangers, her renowned beauty is known to all. Even giants covet her beauty, plotting to kidnap her and force her to become their wife. In later year, the knight returned from his travels, only to find his noble wife kidnapped and his daughter left abandoned. Leaving in a doghouse in a fit of rage, he gathered 10,000 iron cavalry and stormed the giant lairs. This giant must be plotting this vile schemes. Since I've exposed it, I cannot allow such a thing to happen. Charge! The novel you're reading seems quite mixed up. Charge! Wait, don't damage public property. Quaishi, Ten's covered ears ignored all the warnings as it charged towards the giant statue after a loud bang. The little knight being too small, crashed into the pedestal and fell flat on his back. At least the worry about damaging public property was unnecessary. I had so dizzy feet. Now, it was... I hit by a giant? Has the voice system been damaged? Let me check. Little puzzle. See how this... There we go. You are amazing, my dear squire. There's no one in the world more loyal and capable of your kind than you. But speaking of which, this move is the legendary giant slap. It's terrifying, but luckily the one fighting it is the powerful knight. If it was anyone else, they'd probably be crushed to pieces by now. Giant battle? What kind of novel is this? Want to read it? It's still too early for you. Wait until you become an apprentice knight, and I'll give you the novel as a gift. Alright, the giant took a hit and got pretty badly injured. It won't have any more bad intentions towards the princess. The trial is complete. Oh my goodness. Oh, I almost forgot something of the utmost importance. I haven't been knighted yet. Knighted? To become a true knight, one must find a lord and go through a ceremonial investors. Otherwise, one stays an apprentice knight. We find such a lord. There are no lords here in this world. Of course, right here. Are you referring to this statue? Exactly, look at the commoner bowing in reference. They must be praying to the Lord for investors. Quick, squire, give me a hand. I must be knighted as an official knight errant as soon as possible. There are so many trials waiting for me. Goodness. And so, with that, you help Quincy climb the statue. Alright. Though there's no sword, no blessing or oath, everything else is perfect. There are no other elements, right? Don't overthink it. Quick, capture this moment. Good enough. There you go. Oh my goodness, the statue. Well done, my devoted squire. Now I'm officially a knight errant. Is that how it's written in the novel? In the novel, they don't use cameras for knighted ceremonies, do they? Is that how it's written in the novel? Don't worry about those things. Just focus on following me. Traveling with me means traveling with justice, and I promise on my knightly honor, once the journey ends, you'll receive the reward you deserve. Oh, what reward? Once I complete the trial and marry the princess, I will surely ask the knight to grant you a title. Let's make you a mayor. is the king and mayor coexisting in this world? Of course, a mayor at most just a village chief or something. New Erdu at the most just a slightly bigger village. If you don't like that, how about making you an apprentice knight? And when that time comes, just come here and climb up and be knighted. No thanks. I'm alright. Discovered Tinbu duel. A challenger. Your armor, could it be the legendary Silver Moon Knight? This is a rare opponent indeed. He reminds me of the Knight of Beauty in Honkai Star Rail with this. I accept your duel, wagering my knightly honor. I will make sure you lose with no room for doubt. What are you talking about? Don't speak, Bangbu. I can't understand. It accepts your duel. Alright, okay. You've got some guts, little thin. Watch me use the white destruction beam to burn your metal shell into crispy, thin edge, and then roll it up and shove it into your overly obnoxious charging port. Wow. It is possible to taunt the opponent before the battle even starts. I'll remember this. Ahem. Here we go. Let me plug this thing into that thing's charger port. Are you undergoing training? Are you undergoing Bing training? It's the provoking human. You must be a trainer too. Such sharp provocations. It feels like your trainer level is much higher than mine. Good eye. This is my 1 in 100 loyal squire who has a chance to join me in this glorious duel and ultimately receive the princess's reward. What do you mean by having a good eye? Racing. Yeah? I don't understand. The Bangbu said it's just trainers should also join the duel, like Bangbu versus Bangbu, human versus human. Is that what it means? So do I have to fight too? Wait, that's not what I meant. After all, a square dueling would steal the knight's spotlight. What I mean is that the square only needs to cheer from the sidelines. Let the squire determine the winner in their own way. So by cheering to help my Bangbu achieve victory, understood? Let's go, let's settle the battle, trainer. But I'm neither a trainer nor a squire. Backing off, watch us as it's charge. Come on, let's duel. Oh my goodness. What a interesting little event. Come on, squire, cheer for your knight. Oh, we're doing this. That's rank. There you go. Sometimes it can get trippy with that one. I'm just gonna talk from the pole. We won! Perfect timing, perfect rhythm. Well done, Squire. Our bond and friendship will last forever. So cheering is just processes the Bangbu's preset sound effects. I'm sorry. I let you down. I held you back again. This time, please scold me harshly. It's okay. I already accepted the possibility of failure. This is the path I've chosen. Of course, I'll scold you, reprimand you, and train you more harshly, but I will never abandon you. You are the only trainer I've chosen. We will become the strongest together. If you're not strong enough, then I'll make you stronger. You. Sniff, sniff. I'll work even harder. Such genuine emotions, truly touching. What a noble knight, an honest squire. You're all great, especially you, the human who defeated me. I sincerely wish you well on your future journey. Remember to always stay true to your core aspiration. Never let other things influence or tame you. These words suit you best. By the way, Silver Moon Knight, I can sense that you are also righteous and powerful warrior. Join me and together let's pledge our loyalty to Princess Elena. Vincent, I don't understand. I also don't quite understand. It says it is loyal to a Princess Elena and all. She must be quite an important figure. Is there even more powerful Bangbu? Duel, 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 duel! The Princess Bangbu. But before that, do some special training and level you up to 50 rank. Alright, I'll work hard to level up and wait for me talking. Just like that, Human and Bangbu left, bickering and arguing loudly. Seems like I've unintentionally added enemies for the princess, but it's fine. We'll turn enemies into friends. Next time we meet, just like in the novel. You did an outstanding job, my dear squire, and I will record your achievement, and when the final rewards are granted, I bestow you with an extra treasure. Oh, this is... What's wrong? You don't know? You've given us squire's level of knowledge. It's understandable. Let me tell you. This is the legendary steed Archuleta. Be careful. Don't get too close to it. It has proud nature. It senses that an unworthy person is trying to ride it. It will resist fiercely, even going so far as dash itself against a tree. But encountering a noble knight like me is a different story. Look, it's especially calm right now. Do you know why? Because you didn't insert any coin? What are you talking about? I don't understand. Let me tell you, this horse has been tamed by my noble knightly aura. It must be waiting obediently for me to ride it. Quick, squire, help me mount the horse. You can't get on by yourself. What are you saying? Of course I can. What sort of effort? I can still climb up, but isn't this to give the squire a chance to show off? Quick, hold me. You lift Quizzy into the kitty ride. Yeehaw! I did it! I've reached the peak of knighthood. This is the ultimate form of a knight. Quick, take a picture for me. It's captured this important moment. That kid looks very upset right now. There you go. Amazing, as expected of the legendary steed, only from such a high place can only see the adventures that lie ahead. Are you done playing now? It's my turn. Little brave warrior with good taste, you've set your eyes on this fine steed, but it's still a bit early for you to be a knight. It's my turn to play! This is my precious steed, not a toy for you. Trying to tame such a fierce horse would be far too dangerous for you. You better go back and ride on a rocking horse instead. I'm telling Mom. Alright, you can play with it. Before the little boy starts crying, you quickly lift Quizzy down. Great. Square, what are you doing? Not interfering with others. I'm helping a knight dismount. You're right. This acolyte has let me down. A loyal steed should only recognize one master. If anyone can just hop on, then it's not the rare, exceptional horse I'm seeking. Let's go. Forget about this, and let's seek a new adventure. Look, this is truly cruel. They're just charging. What did these kind-hearted farmers do wrong? They were only trying to get their hard-earned wages back, and were cruelly sentenced to death by merciless lord. They're just charging. If they haven't met me, their lives would likely have ended up abruptly. But with that arrival of the righteous and noble wandering knight, errant Quishi, such oppression of the weak will not be allowed to continue. Iron Forged Shackles, you are the embodiment of evil and accomplice of greed, the enemy of justice. Charge! However, before the battle cry is finished, the Bangbu charging at the execution crown suddenly all begin to convulse. Soon, a choir of Inna sounds rose one after another. What's going on? Was that torture device enchanted and sensed its intimate destruction, so it tried to permanently extravert the civilians? My goodness. How hateful, cunning, magical torture device. If only I had acted directly instead of being bound by the slogan. This is all my fault. The magical torture device, such set aside, these Bangbus look like they experience an occasional short circuit due to the long time charging under sunlight. I'll check. One more bowl. Okay. What the? Okay, that's a little trippy right there. Bangbu leaps up, refreshed as new. Okay. Whoa. Bangbu is now good. One more. I'm feeling dizzy. Okay. How's it going, Squire? Done fixing, they're all good now. I didn't expect you could actually revive the civilians. What incredible medical skills. A truly perfect Squire. Without you, my trial would surely have encountered many a lot of obstacles, let's just say that, for short. Your merits have been noted, and I will surely reward you generously when the time comes. Let's talk about merits another time. We've definitely eliminated a safety hazard. We are a perfect combination. Defeating strong enemies is my job. Rescuing the weak is yours. No trial can defeat us. And now we're at the arena. Oh dear. Look, a crowd's gathering here. These Bangbus must be hosting some kind of events. An event? Huh, I know. They must be doing this to thank me. Thank you. Can't you see? They're hosting a grand ball to exalt the heroic deeds of the knight, errant Quincy. Wasn't it mostly me, in fact, who's heroically saved them from the dragon's belly to express their gratitude from the bravery and fearless and celebrate their newfound lives? They're holding this ball. These bangbus are totally different from the previous one. Thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate it. I love the hearts. I love the hearts. You don't understand, my dear squire. This is called disguise. Anyone attending a ball must wear a disguise. As long as you dress up properly, you can perfectly transform into someone else. There's a passage of novel that describes a handsome nobleman who's disguised himself as a woman to attend the ball, only to accidentally be procured by another man at the event. After a chase of back and forth pursuit, they discovered that the man was actually the princess in disguise in the end. The two fell in love, lived happily ever after. What kind of novel are you even reading? That's really a good question. What if my beloved Princess Elena is disguised among the party participant, hoping to have a surprising encounter with me? That can't be. What if? Quick! Help me, keep an eye out. I need to come up with a dashing entrance to capture the princess's heart instantly. Alright. Wait, am I counting? Okay. How did it go? Wait, there's 12. Did I thought in my head I was counting 10. Jeez. Only 10, no princess scene? I guess I'll have to go through the trials before beating the princess. See Portia. Really didn't see Princess Elena? Absolutely true, I did not see her. I see, I guess I'll have to go through the trials before meeting the princess. As you repeat that, I see, but to my surprise, I've already have so many supporters. Princess Elena's fame has surely grown even more beautiful. Did I say beautiful? Or become of this. Anyways, according to the novel, I should now make a grand entrance at the ball and shake hands with my supporters, using noble teachings to enlighten them. Don't cause trouble for them. But according to the novel's plot, at the moment of the handshake, a cunning assassin will appear, having disguised himself with great effort, waiting for this opportunity to eliminate the princess's most capable knight-errant. Quick, help me find out which one is a spy. There's no princesses or spy here. No, it's not that there aren't any, it's that you can't see them. But I don't blame you, my dear squire. Even someone as wise as I can't see through the cunning disguise of an assassin. I better not show up rashly. My life is dedicated to serving Princess Elena, and there's no need to take unnecessary risks. That works too. At least I won't be bothering anyone. At least I won't be charged into... Okay. Look, someone needs help. Particularly speaking, it's not a person, it's a bamboo. No, this is not a bamboo. There is no bamboo in Night Novel. I'm not a bamboo. I'm not wrong, am I? This is a villager. A villager tied to the railing in desperate need of help. I'm not a villager either. What are you then? I am a seagull. The difference between you and a seagull seems quite significant. No. But no, there's no difference. A seagull is someone who sits on a railing and gets fed fries. I can't sit on the railing too. I also want to be fed fries. I'm a seagull. Squawk. No big deal. That means there's a seagull here that needs help. I don't need help. I need fries. Aside from the fries, don't you have any other wishes? My only wish is to grab some fries at the pier. Squawk. That squawk, are you trying to mimic a seagull's calling? I understand now. The villager was cursed by the terrible spell and turned into a seagull. As for how to break the spell... Fries, Squawk. Sequels don't make that sound. It looks like the only option is to figure out how to get the fries first. I'll go buy some. Absolutely not. That wouldn't be my trial anymore. What kind of knight needs to spend a squire's money to complete a trial? I'll get the fries the knightly way. Rob the rich and give to the poor. A knight should rob the rich and give to the poor. I'll get fries from the wealthy. So, who are the rich? Whoever has the most fries is the rich one. The one with the most fries here is the shop owner, an honest and trustworthy person. No, I can't charge at her. Does that mean the only option left is to buy them? But I don't have any money and I can't use yours, since I can't buy them or use force. I understand now. There's only one way left. This is the true meaning of the trial. Fine. Nisquawk. Wait, did he just join them? What are you doing? I'm not a knight, I'm a seagull. No, I'm a knight disguised as a seagull. I will work hard to earn fries, and then I will give the fries to this villager. This is true justice of the knights robbing from the rich and give to the poor. I'm so smart. If we work together, our efficiency in getting fries will double. Squawk for fries. No, it's not for the fries. It's to break the terrible fries curse. Hurry, just don't stand there. Get up and let's triple our efforts together. I'll just buy one to feed you both. Seems like that works. Since I'm a seagull now, you're not my squire for the time being. I grant you permission to go buy fries and feed me. All about those fries. So you bought the fries and finally managed to calm them down. Ah, fries, greasy hot fries. But I have no mouth to eat. Maybe I'll stuff it into the charging point. It will break. I have fries, but I can't eat them, so I really am not a seagull. That's right. You're just a poor villager under a magic spell. So that's it. I'm a villager? Alright, the curse is broken. Truly, I am amazing. So can villagers eat fries? Of course you can. If you can't, that means, right. I realized a secret technique. The secret technique is called changing the topic. It's the technique I mastered while mimicking the seagulls earlier. I call it seagull swordsmanship. I dare say it will come in handy during the final battle against the evil sorcerer in the future. Truly a perfect adventure, my squire. We're getting closer to completing the 10 trials. Don't worry. Once the trials are finished, the princess will reward you and will double to cover the cost of the fries. Oh my. Okay, now we're at the blaze thing, the blaze wood. Oh no, I've been ambushed. And ambush, who's behind it? Lower your head, Squire. After all, we've been through. You didn't notice the obvious danger? The one who set the ambush are right there. It's tumbleweeds. Oh. How can you respond so weakly? No wonder anyone facing these terrifying enemies would feel despair. But don't worry, I'm here. As long as you stay calm and follow me, we can break through the siege. So where exactly... Wait. Tumbleweeds won't surround you on there. Okay, so where exactly is the siege? Yeah, although I saw through the ambush, they're so calm, just standing still, waiting for me to show weakness. Now it's your turn to step in, Squire. I can't act recklessly and give them a chance to strike, so it's up to you to figure out how to lure out the tumbleweeds. You mean... I grant you the permission to use any method that doesn't go against the knightly code to lure them out, such as shouting insults challenging them to a duel or using this. As Koichi stretches out a little, short legs quietly make a kicking motion. Once you lure the enemies over, you won't have to fight. Just hide somewhere, safe, and take a picture for me. Capture the heroic moment when I battle the tumbleweed army. Kick more, I can handle it. Okay. So the tumbleweeds are kicked. Oh no, lured by much as possible around Quincy. Oh, I need to count. I may be off a number, but we'll see. Millions? I'll just exaggerate it, see what happens. 10 million. Come on, coward. Your weak attacks are just polishing my armor. You actually threw a grapple hook and entangled my weapon, you tricky grappler. But don't think this little bit of strange will stop me from swinging my sword. Stop playing around. The picture is taken. Huh? Oh wait, watch me use the secret technique I just mastered to knock all the enemies down in one strike. When she punches and kicks the tumbleweed, almost tripping itself over the process. Great! Victory! What a glorious achievement! Don't worry, I won't forget your contribution, dear Squire. Together, we defeated the entire army of tumbleweeds. This story! Alright, let me see where I'm at, actually. This looks like the last one. Didn't realize I was going through all of it that fast. But I was. Okay. Claiming all these goodies. Alright. Last one. I hope. This moment has finally arrived. What moment? Of course, it's the moment to receive our reward. We've completed all the 10 of the great trials. Now, all we have to do is wait here. As the novel says, the first person to walk across the sky bridge will be Princess Elena here to announce the king's reward. And then we will fall in love and I will become the noblest of knights. As for you, my loyal squire, you will be honored with the title of, wait, someone seems to be coming. Someone slowly appears at the other end of the bridge. It's a Bangbu. So, is this Princess Elena? What are you being silly about, Squire? This is a bamboo. How could anyone mistake a bamboo for a princess? This doesn't count. Wait for the next one. Okay, soon another figure slowly appears at the other end of the bridge. It's a girl. Is this the princess? Don't be silly, Squire. This is my... Swishy, my Swishy. I finally found you. I've been looking for you for days. Are you its master? No, she's the one I got separated from before my previous squire. Her name is Rachel. Previous one. Could it be that you're... No, I'm not. That's right. We've completed all the trials and await Princess Elena's appearance. You've completed the trials with another squire? Come on, Rachel, calm down. How am I supposed to calm down? This isn't how it went in the novel. The novel clearly said that after the squire endured hardship, the knight they will embarked on an exciting adventure again. What went wrong? This is what adventure is all about, Rachel. Adventures are always full of unexpected things. I don't care. I don't care. This trial doesn't count. You're going to start it all over with me. What about my reward? What did Quincy promise you? I'll double it. I promised that after completing the trial, I would request the knight's appoint the squire as a new mayor of New Eridu, as he deserves. Mayor? Nah, no problem. Who are you exactly? It's just the mayor, right? Wait, Quishy and I to complete the trial and find the king, and I'll give you a reward. I don't want anything, just for you to become the mayor of New Eridu. If one isn't enough, I'll make you the mayor of 2 cities. What 2 cities? It seems you've made your mind up to adventure with me, loyal Rachel. Of course, adventuring with a knight is amazing. I spent my pocket money to buy you just for this adventure. Wow. Alright then, Rachel. I will start our adventure from the beginning. As for you, though, we must part ways. I will never forget your companionship along the journey, my dearest squire. No, you are no longer just a squire in my heart. You are my comrade in the pursuit of justice, a knight in your own right, a knight in training, that is. You better not just cause any more trouble. Don't worry, I remember the promised reward, and it will be double. Besides that, once I achieve fame and success, I'll write your name in my biography, even before Rachel's. Why is that? I want to be in front. Never mind. Can we start an adventure now? You, this newly promoted trainee knight, I will take you as my role model. When the trial ends, I will definitely become a knight too. And so the original knight and squire shouting the motto, "Become a knight, happily depart." I remember what she said that the knightly novel was shown to it by the squire. Oh my goodness. A princess knight. What are you doing? Weren't you going on an adventure? Rachel says she wants to take you as her role model, so she needs some time preparing and is visiting various shops, trying hard to find outfits just like yours. So I can still come over and catch up with you, revisiting our glorious achievements. If there's anything left unsaid, now's the time to say it. No, and that's it. I did complete it. Nice. Ah. Whoa, what an adventure. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed that. I know I did. So, if I ever come back in Zenless Zone Zero, I think there's something else with Zero. I gotta check. I don't know if they released it yet. I don't think they did. Oh, yes, they did. Okay, so these are the special challenges. I think... Oh, these are still 7 days too. Okay, well... I can go ahead and show you at least one of these, what I'm planning to do. I mean, I might be able to go through them fast, but we'll see what happens, because I mean, it's almost going on 3 hours here. Ain't that crazy? Okay, so blue flash appears on the muzzle. Okay. And then I can press R to refill. If golden bamboo suddenly appears, you'll have unlimited ammo during that. Okay. Defeat and hit. Defeat enemies to earn points. Hit their ether core for bonus points. Chain hits on ether cores to multiply your bonus. Take down all enemies as fast as you can. Rack up a high score. Countdown timer. Maximum limited time. Leftovers convert to bonus points. So I will try my best, because, yeah. Hey Shiozaki, welcome. Okay. Press a distance. Oh, you can do... Okay. But, hey Shiozaki, welcome. Doing 5 bullets. Boy. I almost missed that one. Alright. Not bad. Man, I probably should have just called this a little special episode since I was zooming all through this. It looks like there's others, but I think I'll probably solo those myself. I mean, I would love to show you guys, but I think I might end up soloing this. So, but there is one thing I will show you before I actually try to end this. I'm going to show you guys at least the example of the tower, at least one part of it. And with that, hopefully you guys really enjoyed this adventure with me. I've been going quite a while, but I am feeling I'm gonna go get some yumminess soon. So let me show you guys the tower, the example. So my goal is to still try to get to 300. There's 2 towers in here. I made it to 100 with this one. Well, now I'm at 101, and then I have this one, which I'm at almost going into 110. So I will show you just how challenging at least these towers, at least one of these are. And then after that, you get the idea. As you can see, I've been really intense, in this battle. So there are times if I reset, it is because I do not want to lose my Miyabi. This is my plan with my team. Sometimes I'll switch and I'll go to the others. but right now I'm sticking with Miyabi. I call this my dream tank team. So, we'll see how well I do here. I may have to end up resetting a few times, but you'll see the challenge in this. I'm gonna get pickups. Don't underestimate these enemies, they can one-shot me.
Music is the rhythm of life. Awaken. Purging slash. Yeah. Weakling. You're done.
Get ready for the other boss. But I think
There's no retreat now.
My blade is already sheathed.
he might appear behind me, but we'll see. Oh, there it is. So stuff like that happens, especially for me. So I reset. I don't need to lose Miyabi. So you get a little bit of the taste. These bosses will one-shot me. I like, no joke. You need to stop worrying about the other boss, and just focus on the one at the moment. Oh, lag. There we go. Oh, amazing.
Together, we'll compose a miracle. Victory, the only option. Yeah. My blade is already sheathed. It's over.
Here the other one. I can do this.
You're done. How about some music? Home is where the head is? Swift and decisive.
Need to build it up.
I swear on my blade.
I shouldn't have to use that now. I usually like to wait till later. That's alright.
My blade is already sheathed. You're done. Don't
boy.
hurt my friend. Weakling. You're done.
No, you don't.
Even one step! Purging slash!
Nice.
My blade.
And there you go. That's the tower for you. This tower's no joke. It is no joke. But yes. And so, of course, I am on my way to the next floor, 110. So now you guys know what to expect if I ever come back on Zenless Zone 0, especially farming the tower or even doing stories. So be sure to look forward to that when I come back. I appreciate you guys sticking with me literally for 3 hours. I'm just surprised. just really. But a lot of story, a lot of content in this episode, so I guess I'll just make sure to put the title and say special on it. But until then, I really love you guys. You guys take it easy and stay safe. And I will see you guys definitely in the next video, or should I say in the next recording or stream. Because the next for the next thing I'm going to be doing, what was it? Well, it depends. It's between Honkai Star Rail and Wuthering because they both got new content. So yeah, but until then, guys, take it easy, like I said, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Until then, bye guys.